Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would spend some time to talk about the Criterion May 2023 releases. I know the announcement was just recently, and I haven't really done these types of videos before, but I thought I would start to do them. So certainly let me know in the comments below if you like the video, and I'll continue to do them. I also wanted to say thank you so much for watching and commenting on my last video. I learned so much, and I so appreciate all the comments and about just preserving my physical media collection and understanding and accounting for some of the fears I have going forward with physical media. But I just love my collection, and I so appreciate the comments and advice that I got from that last video. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just talk about the May 2023 releases. I've got my phone here, so I'm just going to look on the website and just give you some of my impressions, some of my thoughts about these. Some of these I have not seen, some of them I'm very excited about, so we can talk about those. The first one that was announced is the 4K for Wings of Desire, the Wim Wenders movie. I just checked also, and it's the 4K UHD Blu-ray release of the movie. I have the Blu-ray already. And I was looking at the extra features, and it looks like all the extra features are included. It doesn't look like there's anything additional, but certainly correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And I'm going to just read a little bit of the description of the movie. So if you haven't seen it before, this is, I believe, one of my first Criterion films that I picked up. I'm a big fan of Wim Wenders, and I love this movie. Wings of Desire is one of cinema's loveliest city symphonies. Bruno Ganz's Damiel, an angel perched atop buildings high over Berlin, who can hear the thoughts, fears, hopes, and dreams of all the people living below. But when he falls in love with a beautiful trapeze artist, he is willing to give up his immortality and come back to Earth to be with her. So that is the just a general description. I won't read the whole thing, but it is on the website. And then the differences, of course, is the 4K restoration. There's one 4K UHD disc of the film and one Blu-ray. There's an audio commentary featuring Wenders and actor Peter Falk, which is also on the existing Blu-ray. The Angels Among Us from 2003, a documentary featuring interviews with Wenders, Falk, Bruno Ganz, and Otto Sander. An episode of Cinemas from 1987 featuring on-set footage. Deleted scenes and outtakes. There's an interview with the director of photography. Lots of extra features, as you know, on these Criterion releases, which I just love. There's an excerpt from the film Avec la Lumiere from 1985, and notes and photos by art directors Heidi and Tony Ludi, and some trailers, plus an essay as well. Let me know in the comments below, too, if you're planning to upgrade this one. Of course, I would love to upgrade it, but I tend to like to focus on picking up other films. This is my Blu-ray copy of it. This is also Spine 490, which is the same for the 4K as well. And there's the back of that one. And I'll show the inside of this also. Again, beautiful on the inside. This, as I mentioned, is one of my first releases that I picked up, probably on Blu-ray from Criterion, because I love this movie so much. So highly recommend this one if you don't have it. Of course, pick up the 4K, but I'm really sort of not sure if I want to upgrade my titles, especially my Criterion titles, to 4K. I don't know, for me personally, whether it would be worth it. I do have a 4K collection, and I've talked about 4K before. It is the future, of course, but my Blu-ray is perfectly fine, and as long as I have the movie, I'm okay with it. So that's that one. I'm just going to go back to my phone here a little bit and talk about the next movie. And again, I'm hoping to do these maybe, once a month whenever the announcement comes out. The next one is will be released on May 9th, and I'm also going to put up some, for the films that I don't have, we'll be putting up some screenshots of the cover and the release date so you can see those. The next one is a Seijun Suzuki film called Branded to Kill, which I have not seen, but I would love to see it. So this is one I might pick up because I haven't seen it before. It's not in my collection. But let me know in the comments below if you like this movie, if you can recommend it, that would be great. I'll read a little bit of the description also. When Japanese new wave bad boy Seijun Suzuki delivered this brutal, hilarious, and visually inspired masterpiece to the executives at the studio, he was promptly fired. Branded to Kill tells the ecstatically bent story of a Yakuza assassin with a fetish for sniffing steamed rice, who botches a job and ends up a target himself. Some extra features on this one. I will take a look, of course, the 4K. This will be a 4K as well. this is one, again, where I might pick up the 4K depending on the price and depending if it's in the sale window or not. I mean, if it's within the sale, obviously you're going to save a lot of money on these. So the new 4K restoration, same thing as I mentioned before with the other release. You'll get one 4K UHD disc of the film, one Blu-ray. There's interviews with the director and the assistant director. There's an interview with Suzuki from 1997, interview with actor Joe Shishido, and a trailer. So lots of extra features on this one. I haven't seen it. I've heard it recommended before. I just have not had a chance to pick that one up. So I do maintain a wish list of Criterion films that I'd like to pick up, and this will definitely be on it. This next one I'm super excited about. I do not have a copy of it. I believe, and correct me in the comments below, that this was out of print or hard to get movie, but it is Target's Peter Bogdanovich movie, which I'm very excited about. I love Boris Karloff, and before I talk about the film, I'll just mention too that if you have not seen this documentary about Boris Karloff, this is one of the best documentaries and best films I saw last year. I think this came out in 2021, but I picked it up. For a while, it was unavailable in physical media, but luckily I got a copy. I have a digital copy of it. That's how much I love it. It's the Blu-ray comes with, I think it said 122 minutes of extra features, but if you like Boris Karloff, this is a must for your collection. I highly recommend it, and hopefully it's still available because it seemed like the first round sold out pretty quickly, and I was waiting for it. I think I even ordered it, and Amazon could not deliver it, so I reordered it, got the digital copy. But anyway, this is amazing. So Boris Karloff, one of my absolute favorites. You can certainly leave a comment below and let me know your favorite Boris Karloff movie as well. I would love to hear those. I have a lot of his films. But this is amazing, so definitely highly recommend that. Going back to Targets, I'm looking forward to this. I'm a big fan of Peter Bogdanovich also, so I'm excited to see this movie. Old Hollywood collides with new Hollywood and screen horror with real-life horror in the startling debut feature from Peter Bogdanovich. Produced by Roger Corman, this chillingly prescient vision of American-made carnage casts Boris Karloff as a version of himself, an aging horror movie icon whose fate intersects with that of a seemingly ordinary man on a psychotic shooting spree around Los Angeles. So I am super excited about this. I don't have this movie. I'm kind of a little surprised that Criterion put it out, but I'm glad they did. Anytime I have a chance to pick up a Karloff film, I will absolutely do it. Now, this is a Blu-ray. There's not a 4K of this, but it's a new 2K digital restoration supervised by the director Peter Bogdanovich. There's an audio commentary from 2003 featuring Bogdanovich, a new interview with filmmaker Richard Linklater, who I'm a big fan of as well. Love that. An introduction to the film by Bogdanovich, excerpts from the 1983 interview with production designer Polly Platt, English subtitles, and an essay as well. So super excited about this one. It's definitely going to go at the top of my list to pick up during the sale, and I know I'm going to love it. So that is Targets. Got a couple more here. I'm really excited about this one also. I don't know a lot about it, but releasing on May 23rd, 2023, Celine Sciamma's follow-up to Portrait of a Lady on Fire called Petit Maman. And hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, and apologies if I'm not reading the French correctly, but hopefully I'm doing an okay job there. The follow-up portrait transcends time and space to weave a delicately emotional fable about grief, family, and connection across generations. In the wake of her grandmother's death, eight-year-old Nellie accompanies her distraught mother to her childhood home. There, Nellie's encounter with another young girl brings mother and daughter together in a way neither could have imagined. Evoking childhood's perpetual state of wonder through luminous, richly textured images, Petit Maman takes viewers on a journey inward for a quietly miraculous tale of emotional time travel. This is also a Blu-ray special edition, not a 4K. It is a 4K digital master, and it's got a new conversation between the director and filmmaker, Joachim Trier, and some trailers. Also an essay as well. Anytime I get a chance to listen to Celine Sciamma talk about a movie, I love that. And I wanted to mention too that if you don't have this movie in your collection, I highly recommend it. One of my favorites from Criterion, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It's so beautifully done. I love the cinematography, and the look of the movie is just amazing. So I think I said 1034, spine number 1034, and there's the back of that one. But this one is highly, highly recommended. I did a video also talking about the movie in some detail, which I'll link below. I believe we did a My Wife Picks a Criterion for this one, and I will put that link below so you can get some of my detailed thoughts about this movie. But I love this movie, one of my absolute favorites, and I'm so thankful I have it in my collection. So I'm looking forward to picking up the follow-up to this film. And finally, let's take a look here one more time. I know what's coming up here. I'm so excited about seeing Criterion put this movie out, which I do not have, but I love, and I've seen it a couple of times, and that would be Thelma and Louise from Ridley Scott. Two Women, A Turquoise Thunderbird, The Ride of a Lifetime. I mean, that kind of says it all in the description on the Criterion website. With this pop culture landmark, screenwriter Callie Khouri and action auteur Ridley Scott rewrote the rules of the road movie, telling the story of two best friends who find themselves transformed into accidental fugitives during a weekend getaway gone wrong, leading them on a high-speed Southwest odyssey as they elude police and discover freedom on their own terms. Great description on the Criterion website, which like I said, I love this movie. Highly recommend it. Susan Sarandon, Gina Davis, plus Brad Pitt. I remember this was one of Brad Pitt's first role, or his star-making turn role. Nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including one for Khouri. The exhilarating, cathartic Thelma and Louise stands as cinema's ultimate ode to ride-or-die female friendship. I'm so looking forward to this. This is a 4K also, 4K Blu-ray combo. And I love it also when Criterion releases a film that I don't have, even though I may love these films, I don't have every single film. So then I have a chance to pick it up and pick up the Criterion release for the first time. Again, same with the 4K digital restoration. There's 2 audio commentaries featuring Ridley Scott, screenwriter Callie Khouri, and Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon. New interviews with Scott and Khouri. Also a documentary featuring lots of folks from the movie Boy and Bicycle, Scott's first short film. I'm excited about that. Storyboards and deleted and extended scenes. Music video for Glenn Frey's Part of Me, Part of You from the film's soundtrack. Trailers and essays by critics Jessica Kiang and Rachel Sim and journalist Rebecca Traister. So lots of extra features on this release, and again, it's going to be my first time having this in my collection in physical media. So those are I'd say the ones I'm most excited about are Thelma and Louise, Targets, and those are the 2, I guess, that would be at the top of my list. Oh, and Petit Maman. Of course, all of these movies I would like to have, right? But during the sale, I have to make certain selections and certain choices. But those would be the 3 that I would recommend. Just Petit Maman, also because Portrait of a Lady on Fire is so wonderful. I know I'm going to love the movie. Thelma and Louise I've seen before, and Targets, I'm such a big Karloff fan that's high on my list. So let me know if you're excited about any one of the May releases or any of the other releases that have been announced in 2023. Again, this is my first video really talking about Criterion releases that are coming up. Let me know also in the comments below if you're interested in seeing me do these types of videos, and I'd be happy to give you my reaction to them, to the announcements, which I'm always excited about. I just haven't really done videos on them. So let me know which ones you're excited about, or if there's other releases that I should consider in 2023. I think as I begin to prepare for hopefully the July sale, maybe there'll be a flash sale from Criterion at the end of the month, hopefully. I'm not really sure. I know Criterion was doing a 30% off sale for a while. I'm not sure if that's still going on, but it's always a great time to pick up extra titles. I love adding to my collection. So thanks so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate it. If this is your first video, please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. As always, I sincerely hope that everyone is safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon.